Hey, hey, hey. Chris, good meeting you. Hey, Kurt Raskill. Yeah, it was a great time. We're going to talk about it. Hopefully. Ding, 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 ding. Wrong button.
Your repurposed freighter
first.
drifts through space. As
A little
you
behind
stare
like
out
normal.
the star-flecked
Good, you can hear me?
void,
That's good to hear.
Another ship comes in. Wait, is this sci-fi? I thought we agreed on a World War II campaign. Oh. Did we? That's cool. I can pivot. The smell of smoke curdles in your nostrils. Hold up, I thought we were prepping for a zombie apocalypse campaign.
Michael, what's up?
All right, here's what we're doing. It's the year 3700. Humanity's elite fled to other planets long ago, taking with them all forms of advanced technology. Earth survivors scrape by with historic tools as weird phenomena plague abandoned nuclear sites. Witnesses report seeing glowing lights and the dead rising from their graves. And amidst the chaos, 3 strangers will meet in a dim bar. A veteran zombie slayer, a disgraced general out for revenge, and a space mercenary sent to investigate the power plants. Now describe your characters. How did you do that? I have the right tools for the job.
Cool, man. And we'll be cranking it up today. I have a few people on. Here comes Anna. Hello.
Hello.
You recovered?
Yep. I recovered. Even my voice is starting to recover.
That's good.
How you doing?
Yeah, okay. I'm run down still. I had a lot of
Uh-oh.
testing, pre-testing for the surgery today. And I'm running like a super low-grade fever, like 99. It's weird.
Uh-oh.
So, don't know what that's all about, but I'm alright.
A story once spoken
Ooh.
is ageless. The dungeon imagined without end. The curious
Big
are the
giveaway
ones
tonight.
most courageous.
Mm-hmm.
The tree that endures has to bend. From stillness, the mad mage is stirring. From countless voices,
Oh,
the
a few
castle
people,
takes
just a couple
shape.
hop on,
Zaggig
like,
will
to
test
say
the
some things.
enduring.
Okay,
Those
good.
unlucky
Yeah.
will never escape.
Yeah, because there were so many of us there, so that would be good if we,
Yeah.
what we can get here. That would be awesome.
My problem is that, you know, it's just like, there's not enough hours in a day right now, you know?
Mm-hmm. Hello, Draga here. Oh, you have a new Castle Zaggig video.
That one's been
Oh,
on
just
for a
a
bit.
little.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's part of the whole spiel
Mhm.
on that. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right. So let me just see if I'm
Hi,
good here.
welcome back to Gamescape 3D. Today we're going to do a speed paint of one of our little peasant houses to show how easy these things are to paint.
Okay, I found that.
Here's the peasant house I have to paint
All right.
today. It has been
Let
primer
me just
black.
make some checks here.
Okay, so we're all ready to go.
Yeah, I love peasant huts.
So we
Yep,
got about
exactly.
3 minutes into it so far. We got the base, we got the roof, and then we have a few smaller components. I have flat boards here for the loft, and then I got a little itty bitty window parts there, and then I have a hood for the flue up on the roof, and this could be resin printed or FDM printed. And then lastly, we have little ragtag door to put on the front.
No, I
with
hear
a
a sound in
filament
the
hinge.
background. All right, I didn't have the
All
sound
right.
off on my laptop. That's what it was.
In terms of
Duh.
property models, sometimes these little holes where the
I got
filament door
so many pictures this year.
filament's supposed to run through
In addition to
here,
ones
falls
I
off
took,
on the
ones that
resin
a lot of
doors.
people sent me.
Sometimes the
So
resin
I
just
got
Okay.
a
sits
ton,
on there
and
and
I
it's washing out and kind of
Awesome.
yeah, a ton of them. I put a
sometimes with
lot
these
out.
doors, it might just be
Yeah.
a little off.
Yeah, man, 30
You
minutes is
know,
good,
you
Curtis.
might need to clean it out. If you
Hey,
do,
Patrick.
you can use a drill bit. 5/64
30 minutes
is
works
the
well.
size you need to clean out those holes.
That's
So
good.
private door there. I might just
Let me get the giveaway going. It's a big one. If you're outside the U.S., I will do a lieu of a gift certificate, like a 25 for Troll Lord. You guys gotta understand, I can't ship that book. It'll cost me $100 to ship it to Europe.
Alright. So we got those holes cleaned out. Should be plenty of room now for our filament. And we will continue on.
How come it's not showing you guys in the drawing?
Alright, the first thing I'm going to be doing is applying
Let me make sure
brown
it doesn't.
onto the timber frames.
Huh.
And,
Why
I'm gonna use
isn't
a
that
pretty
working?
Good-sized brush. I don't
It's
care
not showing anyone
about
signing
getting
up.
brown everywhere for this first part. In fact, it's preferred.
Uh-oh.
So there's my brown
One
again.
sec.
Kind of on the lighter side of a mid-tone. Now I don't want to use so much
Because my Streamlabs isn't working.
brown that I'm
And I don't know
filling
where
in
that
the
amount.
details, of course.
Or is it?
And if some of the black primer comes through, that's all the better.
Give me
You
a sec.
definitely don't want to waste your time creating an even coat around this.
Reactivate it.
It'll actually take away from it in the
Cloudbot's
end.
reactivated.
And, it's kind of just a waste of time. You can go do something else.
That's what I get for not checking. There we go.
Make sure you kind of
Try now.
the tops and the bottoms of your timbers.
Just had to turn it off and turn it back on. Exclamation point drawing. See if it
Just
works.
paint the face of these things because you're not going to be coming back
There it
later
goes.
to hit these sides.
Hey, Jeremy, that is
This is kind
simple
of
enough.
the last time they should be getting painted
That's how we
unless
got.
you absolutely have to come
Awesome.
back in to do a little touch up. Okay.
I'd say so. Very coveted.
See, I'm just kind of going at it. No special care being taken.
Yeah, it worked.
Keep the wood color off of the plaster
It worked.
parts, or to apply this wood color to the plaster parts with any particular intention. And I might glaze over these and let some of those black timber lines come through. You know, kind of dry brush it a little bit as opposed to like a straight paint job. And I might do it both ways. Sometimes I might saturate it a little bit, and sometimes I might just.
I know Darling's going to raid in, and then
tops
she's going to be
move
on
along.
for like 10 to 15 minutes. She's got a game
Variation
tonight.
is really the
so
key.
she's
You
gonna
wanna
hop on a
paint
little bit.
badly,
Yeah,
differently,
that's good.
all over the place. Okay, so you want to avoid painting the same way. The key is really different amounts of pigment in different areas, and that'll kind of create a little bit of your
Yeah, we got
shimmer.
Bill Webb and
in the
Zach
end.
Glazer Sunday.
Okay.
Right, Anna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Finish that up.
So, Mike,
And here comes Mike. Yay.
Hi.
Good to see you again.
this is an easy one tonight.
It's no big deal there, huh? It's
Yeah.
been 2 minutes.
Some
or so,
reminiscing.
maybe 3. We are done.
I
with
also
the
heard
first
after I
part
left,
here.
my fly spell ran out and I crashed.
Okay, we're gonna let that dry.
Your what?
When Mike's game, just the
one of
Buster.
the-
When we come
That's
back,
one of the stories going around.
That's so awesome.
I could do the ground right now too. That's pretty.
Yeah. So that's a story in itself. My first one broke. My first scooter broke. It was
Well,
bigger.
We saw you the first 5 minutes when you held your phone and
Yeah, I almost
ran
crashed like
around
7
and
times.
crashing all the chairs. And I thought he was streaming it on Twitch. He was holding his phone and yeah, yeah, it was awesome. Yeah.
This mustard brown yellow.
Let me go to this. Whew. Rascal. I think oh my gosh, I got all messed up again. After I test it, it's like the second time it doesn't work. There's a pic of all of us with Roger Moore. Who, Roger? Yeah. Well, he was a trooper. He did like 3 seminars. I bumped into him after my Friday night seminar that I got drafted into, which I didn't really, it was okay.
Yeah.
It was good.
I talked to him on Sunday, and yeah, I think he enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he really enjoyed it, and it was so awesome to talk to him. We had some more deep kind of world-building conversations on Sunday.
Yeah.
I have to go back into that later. Yeah, as well.
Open these. Okay, they popped them over there this time. Cool. Well, I was hoping that they would pop up over there. I'm talking to myself, sorry.
No problem.
Because it would have sucked if it didn't. All right. Awesome. Good evening. 2 streams out of 5 this week. That's number 2. So I had one quickie one last night. So I got Anna and Mike with me, and we're going to wrap up GaryCon 17. Why not? Make it easy. Hey, Brett. Have
Hello.
a nice little discussion on what happened, fun things, not so fun things, great times, good stories. Can't probably cover all the stories, but there were some great ones. So Mike, what were your initial thoughts of it this year? You've been to so many.
Well, strange enough, my initial thought was I had a ton more fun this time. Maybe it's because I actually did some more gaming than I usually do.
Cool.
And the fact that I was in a hotel closer to the con, that always lifts up, your mood.
Yeah, that commute can really suck. But yeah, and I played in a game that you ran.
And that was
We'll show some
quite
pics.
a that was a pleasing experience.
Good, man. That was awesome. That was great. But that was Saturday night. No, that was Friday night. I was feeling it, man. I was feeling it then. So yeah, it was getting worse and worse each day. But cool. That's a good start. How about you, Anna?
Oh, it was good. This was my 6th, maybe even my 7th. I'm not 100% sure, but at least the 6th GaryCon I went at. So, and the 3rd one that I've been part of organizing it, and so yeah. So it becomes like not a 4-day event for me. It was an 8-day event. It got a bit cut off because I screwed up a bit with my flight back home. So it went in the morning rather than the evening. It was an AM PM that I didn't see, and no one else saw it either. So
oh my gosh!
Looks like this is a 7th GaryCon for me, Anna.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it's 5.
So I think it's 7 for me too, because I think we were.
And then there was one that was canceled in there.
Exactly.
2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 of them.
So I couldn't be part of the dead dog party and stuff in the evening, so I had to scoot off in the afternoon on Sunday rather than wait until late or on Monday. So yeah, so that was a little bit disappointment at the end, so to speak. But thanks to Phil Wirt from Page, he drove me to the airport this time too, just like at Page. So that was thank you,
That's
Phil,
cool.
so much for he was going to fly back to Phil in the evening, so that way I could ride with him to O'Hare. So that sorted itself out. So that was awesome.
Awesome.
But yeah, it was in my opinion a great convention with some weirdly surprises that we get to, or slight differences from earlier ones that I want to get into when we start talking about nuances and stuff down the line, so to speak. So yeah.
Now, I lived in the U.S. for a long time now,
Yeah,
Darkoff.
over 10 years in Southern California. So I had to fly back to Ontario, California instead of LAX this time, which is a lot easier for me to get home. So I flew via Salt Lake. So yeah.
So for me, my observation was it was much more chill than last year. Like everyone, there was a tension about the 50th anniversary for some reason. Plus, there was 2 whole weekends. I think everyone wanted to like make sure that they stepped up for that, and it just felt tense. This one didn't feel tense at all. This one was like relaxed. Does that make sense? Maybe that was self-inflicted because I knew I said to myself early on, I ain't streaming my games. I just want to DM and play, and I don't want to worry about that. And there's no room, and it's just have fun and let's just play. And I'm so glad I did that. I apologize for you guys not streaming those games, but it was all the games were awesome. So we can go over some synopses of these. Also, thanks to Josh Pop, I made a really good decision. I get there Tuesday, so I'm there Tuesday, and Tuesdays there's not much going on. But like I had a fun time Tuesday night. Maybe we'll talk about that too when Curtis gets on. But like Josh dared me to do something, and it was like everyone knew exactly where they could find me. Now, this is my first scooter here, where I just changed it there with the legendary Lord Gazumba flag flying on it, right? So I had my and I'm driving around, and Curtis said, "Play the theme song." Play the song from when Rodney Dangerfield's driving around the yacht at Caddyshack. So I had the phone above my head.
I saw from a distance when Jay had been 5 minutes on that thing, and I don't know who told him how to get the governor unhooked, so to speak, or turned off so he could go at whatever speed he wanted. And he had the phone up, and he was going through the big hall where they going to play Adventures League among the tables and chairs.
Yes,
and
that crashed.
They crashed left and right. Chairs flew everywhere, and he was going around holding his phone and smiling. So I thought he was streaming the whole thing, and it looked absolutely ridiculous, but awesome in the same way.
There's the Altamira flag on the other side. So, but I got a smaller one, which was even faster when this one broke. You
were crazy on that thing. So,
so that was fun, but next year I shouldn't need it. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get a suite all the way down to one building again. My God, it's such a haul. But yeah, that was the
opposite. I got the rooms, the prime rooms in Building 5, just in the middle of things. So I had to walk like 30 feet, and or maybe 60 feet, and I was in the play area, so to speak. So
ludicrous speed. People knew where I was, though. They knew if I was in the club, it was parked there with the flag and all. And it only got stolen. Like Lee stole it for a joyride once, and someone else I think did. It was no big deal. No.
So I was at the Holiday Inn, those villas crossed the street.
Across the parking lot,
and
so to speak.
We were in building 2, which is actually the first building. And rather than wait for the trolley, it was quicker for us just to walk up and down the hill.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not kidding, straight line up and down the hill, it went to where the Tower Gygax was at.
Yeah.
And it took us like 5 minutes.
Yep. And if it's not raining or too snowy and stuff, that's an okay walk, a couple of 100 feet, and you're there. Yeah.
By the way, this was one of the VIP gifts. I already have one. So I got Steven and Chuck and I think the guy, whoever the third guy was there, they all signed it. So this is signed by Steven Chenault and Chuck Gumbo. This is a giveaway tonight. Okay? Exclamation point drawing. Please, U.S. base or Canada. Europe, I'll give you something in lieu of. Okay? Concrud, no concrud. Whatever I got now is, I'm just worn out. Plus, I had all this.
I have the same sinus headache I had coming there.
Yeah, for me
Yeah.
it's just my voice recovering. So that's about
It wasn't. Davis was not there this year. Davis and Steven's mother was ill. Davis was not there this year. So, yeah. So Tuesday night there was a fun little mini party. When Curtis gets on, we'll talk about that. Then Wednesday, everyone's arriving, and I did something that a lot of people didn't do, which I thought was nice. And that was, I walked the line for this. I was number one in line for platinum badges, because Wednesday night we're gonna have our talk show, right? So so that gives me extra time. I got my badge. I went down. I walked the silver badge line. Said hello to everyone. I thought that was wrong button. Shit. Sorry. Wrong button right off the bat. So yes, and look, here's Korg and Skylar and Stronghold Tim all in line. So I'm walking around just kissing everyone's butt, saying hello to everyone who had a silver. It went very fast though this time. So yeah, Ken. Oh man, I understand, dude. Everyone was tired. I'm still feeling it, and I'm not getting a good sleep yet. So yeah. I did not. I walked it. I did not want to take that scooter through. I actually walked it at that point there. I am. I'm nice. So I just wanted to see who I could find. I found a whole bunch of people from the community in the line, and we just hung out and just were talking a bit. Then Wednesday night was the big front page Twitch event, right? Mm-hmm. And hopefully you guys watched. There are people at this table who I've never had on stream, and particularly Dave Walters and Alphinius Gu are both there. Mm-hmm. Look, we got Ed, Tony, and Jeremy. Great. We got Keith Baker right here with his hat. Yep. Eric Mona. This is only round one.
Yeah, it was like 5 rounds.
Four.
What
it was round like
was you were either two. I think you were
3,
two.
Two or three or something like that.
Those guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Did you get ice cream?
Yes.
Yeah, you were 2. Yeah. It was randomly. It was 2.
Yeah, I
Bones,
got ice cream too.
What's up?
Hello.
Bones, if you're bored and you want to come on, use the Zoom and chat and come on and talk to your experiences.
Please.
I have this pic of Bones that a guy, it's like Bones is this new following, right?
And Bones was one of these
she has her own following now.
Very hardworking
here we go. Here it is.
There
it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Killing Wiley Hobbit.
Yep. She's doing. She
I know
did
it's all
that
good.
Several days and a bunch of other stuff too. So yep.
There. So Bones is playing Saturday morning in a game, so we'll see her then. So absolutely. There you go. So Bones and both and Coco are the killers. So that was a nice pick. So poor Will. Excuse me. So that's round 1. Here's round 2. There's Mike. So we got Marquee Gaming, we got Korg, we got Strong D&D and Mike on round 2. Round 3 was Troller Games, Luke Gygax.
Yeah.
Someone else jumped in on that one. My God, I don't because I didn't get picks of all 4 rounds. I only got picks of like the first 2. It was great. Unbelievable numbers, well over 1,000 viewer average, and I forget who sent that was on that pick came off of the GaryCon feed, and I didn't know the person, so I pulled it off there. There's a ton of pictures. So Darlene, that's it. Darlene stopped in.
That was the end. It was almost like a 5th extra.
Yeah, it was Darlene.
Last 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was
people came and went.
I lost track.
Yep.
I lost track.
So we had like four proper episodes, so to speak, or rounds, and then there was the wrap up when people came and went the last 15-20 minutes. Yeah.
And just to show in the background here, here's Billy Master Crafter, the peasant that he is, waiting his turn in the back.
Yep.
Sorry. His first GaryCon though. I know. Bill, I'm just kidding. So that was the first day. That was
That
Come
was
on,
Wednesday leading up to the convention.
Yeah,
so
the
to speak.
convention hadn't technically even started yet.
Exactly, but the thing is that since there was an event the weekend before, but it was a
Yeah.
smaller event than Founders and Legends, and that meant that the convention in some ways went on from the weekend before all the way into the convention. So yeah,
I think this was after the round. I think this is a great picture.
Yep.
Here comes
Yep.
Darling. All right, so Darling's going to cop on. So
yeah,
welcome.
and you're right, Gary.
Nice.
Rose Estes was at the convention. Yep.
Yes, and that's a disappointment because she was supposed to play in my game for Tower Gygax and didn't show, or her son did not show up. All right, Darling's gonna hop on for like 10 minutes because she's got a game tonight. So
Awesome.
and then yeah, so thank you all so very much. Love you, Darling, and we're gonna have her on shortly. Talk about her experiences, and then I got this great picture, and I want to tell a story off of this. That I think is
There
Wednesday,
you
that's
go.
Wednesday night, if I recall. That's before the con as well. That's after the show.
Mhm.
So yep. Yeah. So
Yeah, Eric Mona did a lot of cool stuff at this convention. He was just there in private, so to speak, but he still did a lot of cool stuff that we get to some.
he just
Yeah.
posted something on Facebook that
Okay.
I'm going to share.
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
I may tear up. Okay, I know I'm a whiner, and yeah, but we're gonna. You posted some wedding photos. Oh, cool, Scott. This is Jeff. Yeah, we'll get to the wedding. Man, what a great game that was. That has the top liner of the entire con, was what Curtis said. Wait for Curtis to come on to share that one liner. Yeah, that was so awesome. Yeah, it was a real fun time. Like I said, everyone who came from Darling Creep shows. Castle Zagig Gigsburg signed by the Troll Lord Games crew. Okay, that'll be the giveaway for tonight. And yeah, let me just check his Discord here. So first, she said she'll be there in just a minute. So first day, Thursday. I do all my games at 9. And it was a lot of fun. Let's oh, Brett, thanks, man. Yeah, he did, Gary. I don't know what it would take to get you to one of these, but I think he'd be really appreciative of it.
Oh yeah, he mentioned you several times.
Several
in his
times.
Seminar. We get to that. Yep.
Yeah, several times. Absolutely, he did. So he did do that, which is really cool. All right. We're just waiting for her to come on. Thanks, Razical, for pumping it up there. Thursday. Is this Thursday? That is Friday. Wrong day. Wrong day. I'm in set 1, and that is. Nope. We want to get that too. I can't. Oh, here it is. All right. This is our kickoff game. The Glorious Wedding events, right? The Glorious Wedding Day. And what a fun group this was. If you don't know that Coco's character, look, she's got a veil on and everything, right?
So cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They did not spare any, the players in all 3 games did not spare any drama or any. So, like, the entire setup is here for. Yeah, look, you can see Curtis acting the part of Fritz. Yes, and you can see there's Jeff in the picture there. Mithral. No, that's not Myth. That's Nathaniel. Mithral is the second game. So the meat is unopened at that point. Yes, but we did. That's a great. Here comes Darling. So we're gonna stop. We're gonna hop back to Darling at this point and talk about her experiences, and we'll get back to that. Get back to her. Hey.
Hello.
I know you got a limited time, so I hit us up with that picture with you, me and Eric. So, how are you? Uh-oh.
She needs to find them.
Okay, there we go. No. My
Sarah.
audio was going through my TV, so it would have just been back feeding in. So I wanted to make sure everything was fine.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hey.
So good to see you again.
A long time no see, right?
Yeah.
Long
time no
couple
see.
Of days.
Wow.
Yeah. Glad to see everybody got home safe.
Yes, home safe and semi healthy.
Oh no, did you get the
I got a
con
low
crud?
grade. I got a low grade temperature right now, like 99.
Uh-oh.
It's weird.
Oh, I don't. It's my
Yeah.
recovering voice. Otherwise, I'm good. Yep.
So it could,
Same, and I've got like the recovering voice right
Yeah.
now. I'm a little scratchy, but otherwise
Yep.
fine.
Yep.
You
so
gotta take your immune support, Jay.
uh,
It's important.
I know. I had an echo and a nuclear stress test this morning. I think that all
Uh-oh.
that crap they pumped me with is because
Yeah. Might be
Oh, no, yeah.
reaction to it. Yeah.
because they make your head spin actually with that. It's kind of weird, but yeah, that's what happened. So
It's like, oh, yeah.
no, I was gonna say,
Oh.
give us some highlights, and I got something I want to share that Eric just posted as well. So what do you think, darling? What was your? I mean, you had so much going on the entire time.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was a really crazy weekend, honestly. I think one of my highlights though was Bones cutting my hand off.
Oh yes, she did
What?
that.
What the hell?
Yep.
On
Game
accident
two.
You
or
have to
on
tell the
purpose?
story of that one. Yeah.
Game two. Go ahead.
Uh-huh.
Tell. I'll find some pics while you're telling the story.
So hi Chuck.
Chuck.
So it was a continuation of the previous adventure where me and Bones and Eric were all in a game, and we had killed a lich, and we had found a map. What was the lich's name? Jay?
Asperities from D1.
Asperities. Thank you.
Yep.
We found a map to
Fundraiser.
his treasure. So apparently Flavius had found a ring
+3
when we did this. A +3 ring of protection, and Flavius put it on and was starting to feel a bit funny, and maybe wasn't helping out so much, and spent a lot of time laughing at the crew. And we were figuring out that Flavius was being possessed by this lich, and Bones was smart enough to cut his hand off. So
Very late in the game. Very late. So yeah, here it is. Here's the group here, and you got history prof over here. Here's Bones. Bones staring me down the whole time here. I was like, and you got Eric and Darling next to each other. I think I got a real good pic of you two. As Eric's just look at that look. Yeah, Eric's just like, what the hell? As you can see, the Shadow Dragon is out with the 2 Shadow Demons as well.
Oh
Yeah,
So
wow.
they're in the Shadow Dragon lair. I pulled in that, and I love Shadow Dragons on them, and then that's when he really started changing. Eric's character, Valerian Ford, touched at least once. He failed his save. He got imbued, right? So he wanted to take it. So they're trying to kill each other. Like he tried a whole person on Flavius, didn't work, and then
Yep.
yeah, they were trying. Yeah,
I think at one point you also gave me the option to like take it off.
I did.
But I believed, I was like, you know what? Flavius would not take a shiny pretty ring off. Like, that's just not his personality. He would just continue to brag about this beautiful ring he had on his hand.
Well, it wasn't Justinius, but whoever had the Paladin did a double. The Inquisitor did a double strength dispel magic, and it dispelled it. And here's my hand. I was standing like this, and I went like this. And everyone in the party on the left side of the table was like, take the ring off, take the ring off, it's a countdown. And he didn't do it.
I'm
It was
maybe
awesome.
a bit of a goblin.
That was
But
so
now
awesome.
Flavius is maimed forever. He's
Yeah.
no longer beautiful.
It was so hysterical. This game. So this was riches beyond comprehension, because none of the major. If you know about D1, there's a lot of coinage in that. So also they went into the woods to get into the entrance, and thank you for the hype train, everyone. And there was like a magical dome that he had set up, and it probed their minds, and their greatest fears showed up and fought them the first encounter. So of course for Venarian Ford, the legendary Freddy McKrueger from Puppet showed up.
Oh my god.
Yes, and then the clowns showed up because Coco hates clowns. And then
Perfect.
Yeah, and then we had the Roper, we had a Crimson Death for Death. We had all sorts of things, and then 3 rounds into the fight, a Juggernaut came through. And was going right toward Flavius and turned, and it ran over 5 characters in the party. It was awesome. splat.
How do
it
you
all.
sleep at night? How do you sleep at night?
What? It was
God.
hysterical. It was great.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fun. That was a fun game. But in the end, all went well. Forlan got a little nuts. Coco's character, she killed 2 of her own party members. Area effect spell on the Shadow Dragon.
Yeah, she was dropping fireballs.
Yes.
Oh my God!
She didn't
really?
ask how big the room was.
No,
she just
dropped
cast.
it. She just dropped it right on the party. Yes. So I think she killed Prof's character, and I think it was. See, Myth had Desmond. I think it was either Desmond or Erebus. She took down 2 people. Yeah, it was funny. It was a great game.
We were all being goblins at that table.
Had a fun time with that. Let me see. I think that's. Let's see if that's another picture. No, that's Mike. We'll get to Mike's. Yeah. So that was a fun game. That was a blast, and I really appreciate everyone participating in that. And that was game 2. Yeah, we had a really good time with that. So I want to read this. This is from Eric Mona. He just posted this 2 hours ago. It kind of tears me up a little bit. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but he thanks Luke Gygax. He thanks some convention brothers he met here. And then I guess I'm like his Todd Stashwick. So here we go.
That's cool.
It says, it was my good friend, Jay Scott, who encouraged me to come last year by signing me up as a player in one of his legendary Greyhawk games. I was worried that a young Paizo lad like myself wouldn't be recognized or welcomed at a D&D show, but it was obvious from the moment I walked in the door last year that it was so far from the truth that my initial reticence bordered on farce. Thanks for encouraging me that I indeed did fit in, and for giving me a chance to unleash such a monstrously weird character on your campaign, your audience, and your fellow players. I also loved the chance to chat with you and other folks like Ed Greenwood, Keith Baker, Anna Meyer, and more during your live group interview on first day. Through your games, your channel, and your peerless hustle, you've managed to create a family of like-minded gamers and introduced me to some of my favorite players and new convention friends I've ever had. Darling, right? The community owes us a great debt to you, my friend, and I will happily sit at your table whenever asked. Yeah, it's kind of nice.
That's my rotten soldier.
Yeah.
My good time pal.
What a nice thing to say.
I'm happy for him that he got back in the community.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was really nice. So, what a little foreshadowing. He is going to be he's a VIP at Page as well. And we're already talking a mega Greyhawk game where both of us made DM.
Yep. We're talking about something similar for a game hall as well.
Ooh.
Yes. Yeah, so it's going to be
Yep.
Yeah.
And maybe there's another wedding in the future for him to officiate.
Ooh. Yeah, oh yes. Yes, that would be awesome. Yeah, we can do that, Rosie, and yes. We'll get to that.
Lord.
We got to get to that while Darling's here. Still game 3, where Chuck played in it as well.
Give me a minute. Let me go get my little sheets of paper.
Oh, yes.
I have them.
Oh,
I just
yes,
have to
yes,
grab them out of
please.
my bag.
Yes.
We can,
Sounds
in
good.
the meantime, we can mention that also on Thursday, Eric Mona had his seminar, an hour where he talked about the Paizo era, where and it was centered on Greyhawk, as it was what the thing that the Paizo published
awesome.
that he was part of. It was fantastic. It was a cool backstories. He showed the awesome map they released in Dungeon with notes and stuff on it, and yeah, it was an hour.
That was
Jam-packed
so
with awesome,
interesting. Yes.
exactly, with awesome anecdotes and stuff.
That's that's the number one
yeah.
I wish I had missed.
Yeah,
I
and
think
he will hopefully, because there was so many other seminars that he will have. So I'm pretty sure that he will have follow-ups in future conventions, going into other stories, because there were so many tangents he could have gotten into.
All right, let me get to set 3.
Well, this would be Eric's second Gary Con, so I
think
know.
so,
I guess
yeah.
he's a regular now. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so
I
from that
hope
message.
so.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
I hope he's a regular, and I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Day 3, Saturday. We got 3 open signups. I guess Steve Fritz wasn't there yet. Josh Haley, Brian Danger, Jagasak. There's Chuck, Ed, myself, Darling, Jeremy, Tony, and Eric Mengi. What a good group that was for the final game, the Deadly Challenge.
it was. I was gonna say it was insane. It was a lot. There was a lot of stuff that happened that I was not prepared for. That's for sure. Right, darling?
That was a fun game.
It was a fun game.
Darling Darling failed a lot of saves over 2 days.
Oh my god,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
terrible. My dice
Yeah.
were crap.
Yeah. So this game was deadly, to say the least. And I made it that way on purpose because it there had to be rivalries. So Ed's character Revelantor is now a 9th level Greyhawk mage of Adaluk. So there's an 11th level, and he's out of Rel Devon. I did that for you, Anna. The other mage, he was a Greyhawk mage of Rari,
Awesome.
and he came after Revelantor and all his friends. Yeah. Yeah, in Altamira. So we did it inside this building. Now, the first encounter went so bad, I had to really condense it down. But, so here's the final fight. He was a summoner, too. He was summoning stuff. And he had a
Oh, yeah.
unknown level, high-level spell, Abomination call. And he summoned a froggy myth right into the building. So
That was fun.
It was crazy because Jay did a masterful time keeping our party split up into 2 groups.
I did. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
I'll give
I
him
love
that.
splitting groups up.
You did a
Loves-
really good job of
Fumbles too, Jeremy, like crazy. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the thing that happened was at the end of the fight, you could barely see him. Way back here is a dark elf archer. So there's a whole bunch of nasty archers. There's Rosie right there. Rosie goes and backstabs this guy. Like the next to last round of the fight, he has boots of striding and springing on. He jumps back and he hits her with a arrow slaying thieves. He had 4 arrows of slaying, 1 for each base class. No, I couldn't record these, Gary. I had no room for equipment. I had no room, nowhere to place it, no power. It was a mess. But that's why I only did the seminars. It's a shame, but like these games were even better, I think, because I wasn't worried about the stream. I was just DMing.
No, you weren't. Yes,
Yeah.
I
you
was
were.
just DMing.
Yeah.
So I may pay someone else. Stronghold said they'll stream my games next year. We'll figure it out. And then
Jay.
Darling's sitting right next to me, and she goes, "I rolled a 2. Am I dead?" Right, that was the exact quote.
Oh,
And then I looked at Eric and I said to Eric, and by the way, Eric has been putting notes above on my thing the whole time, like don't crit Rosie. So you have some of them, right?
I have my letters.
Yeah,
to
you have your love
Rosie.
letters. Look at him. He was sending
A
love letters.
little backstory. Last
go for
year,
it.
I dressed as Rosie. I cosplayed Rosie for our Slav Squad game, and I was handing out snacks of cheese and bread from my pockets to everyone. And Mangi this year, because he plays Talowek, who is Rosie's boyfriend, brought little index cards and little colored markers, and he was writing notes because that's a thing with our characters. She feeds him. He sends her letters because she can't write. She can barely read. She's doing her best. But some of these are absolutely hilarious. Like this one, it just says psst, really big on it. And on the inside, it says, Rosie, I would wear shoes for you. There's another, this other one says, Rosie, I rolled a crit when I met you. Like they're all super, super cute. I love it.
So, Jay, you've left out.
I know.
Remember how it all started with tell me what happened to what you did to her at the beginning when we tried to climb. You remember that? You were trapped up there, and you were.
She had all sorts of fun. She fumbled the very first attack to backstab one of the archers. She fumbled and snapped basically her knee and had a -4 dex. It was
awful.
She didn't have any hero points. It was awesome.
I didn't have chat to save me.
Yeah, I know.
I made it up there. I was trying to get to her, but then Jay, you did some kind of a damn area of effect spell or something.
Of course I did all the time because he was throwing stuff everywhere. But she rolls a 2 and goes, "Am I dead?" And then I go, "Well, let's see." And then I looked at Eric and I said to Eric, I said, and here's Eric sitting with him doing his notes and stuff, and then on that side of the table, right? Oh yeah, you can't see it because I don't have it up because I'm stupid here. Here we go.
I'll show you that picture of him.
I will. I got it. Yeah, there's Eric and the crew over on that side of the table.
Yeah.
And so then it comes the following. I said to him, well, I looked at him. I said, well, will Talowek take his, in a quirk of fate, will Talowek take the spot up for Rosie and will he take the kill? And he goes, absolutely. He died.
Yep.
My
Just like that.
hero.
Look at that. Look at that love.
What a guy.
Yes.
Well, you know what's funny about all that? During our break, I asked him, and he wrote one for my wife that I took home to my Hobbit.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
Look at that.
And he said he put in here, "Sweet Hobbit, you are the bloom in our garden."
God,
Oh.
that's so nice.
Did she like
So-
it? Was she excited?
Oh my God, dude! I didn't have to go to bed till like 2 a.m. She did like it though. She did like it.
Good.
Yeah, so there you
Pretty
go.
neat.
So he perished there, but
He's a
You
good
know,
guy.
fate would
You
have it.
say.
There was an elixir of life on the priest, the major rarity they found.
You know, we were missing a lot of healing potions that night. I noticed. Remember?
oh, stop
Or that morning.
complaining.
Yeah.
you guys are like hardcore players now. You don't need healing potions. You guys should
Or
be-
experience either. Clearly.
Chuck, what's it like being level 7 for 7 years?
Yes. He plays the character one time a year.
Wait,
So?
question though, Jay. Did Flavius level? Because before you thought he had.
I have not done experience yet because I've been so busy with real work and all the other stuff going on. I haven't done
Fair
that.
enough.
I'm probably going to do that Saturday afternoon to Sunday morning, get them all done, but I will know that. More than likely, I'll take a look. Yeah, it should be close. It should be real close. But yeah, because we're going to, I got to do experience for 3 groups. So what's up, Rob?
It was a good game,
that was
brother.
an
I appreciate
awesome
you running
game.
it.
It
So
was.
a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
So
The only game I played in the whole con, actually.
Really? Yeah. Kurt,
Mm-hmm.
I get him in enough Chuck gets in enough games, It's just Chuck's hard to get a hold of. He's hard to get a hold of, man, So
Yes,
Yeah.
terrible.
it is. It's hard to get him in a game. So what other experiences do you had, darling? I know you got to depart for a game you're in tonight. We're going to raid into it.
Oh man, there's so many. Kurt ran us through some Wasteland Degenerates, which is basically like the Morkborg Mad Max. So
What?
yeah, it was really cool. We had like the perfect table for the vibe. Everyone was just delightfully fucked up and horrible in their characters. I got to actually be DM'd by Ed twice this year.
Nice.
I ended up slipping into his Tower of Gygax game, which was really fun. And then playing in a game down in the Loremoor rooms where we were the Baron's Blades in Waterdeep. Doing a job for Volo and Elminster. So that was really, really cool getting to see Ed like role play Elminster. That's kind of like the iconic moment, right? So yeah, and then
You
we've
were
kind of
really
made
good at
it.
the Tower Gygax, by the way. My friends were impressed with you.
It was so much fun. It was holding my big tree because I fucked
big
up
tree.
at the very beginning. And
Oh.
the like bad guy had like a sword, and my instant thought, I played a magic user.
It
I
is
said,
so unpredictable.
I cast enlarge on his sword, so it'll get too big and he can't hold it. And well, it just reflected the spell back on me, and so my staff turned into a tree trunk that I could no longer carry.
Oh, jeez.
But
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
super fun. And we're kind of making it a yearly tradition now that we run a game of Baron Munchausen that
Right,
Eric
there.
Mona hosts.
Oh my God, that was amazing. Oh, I was drunk, but it was amazing.
It
Maybe
gets
that was why.
it gets crazier
Oh my
and
God.
sillier every year. So if you do come to GaryCon, there's always an open seat at the Baron Munchausen table, and you are more than welcome to come play
Where
with
was
us.
that at?
So that one
The
was
Tower
late.
Gygax.
We
Eric.
played it over by Tower Gygax, and it didn't start until almost midnight because Eric was just booked out this week.
That
That
must be why I
weekend.
missed it.
I went back to my room to go to bed, and I thought, I'm gonna go get a few more selfies. And I just wandered into it. It was so wild. It was just there.
Curtis's
Happening.
Champions game was going on one table, and then they started that
Yeah.
as we were finishing up.
Yeah. It's a silly, silly game. Hopefully next year we can start a little earlier than we did this year. Because starting at midnight, everyone is so like my brains were just burnt toast
And
at
we
that
went
point.
late. That
Yeah.
was like, I think I didn't go to bed at like 3:30 or something, 3:00.
Yeah,
Late.
we didn't end that game until almost 3.
It was rough. That was a rough
May
day
as well
for me.
just stay there.
Oh my goodness.
There was a lot
Super
of
fun.
Yeah, I mean, you getting 4 hours sleep a night, it wears on you. You know,
And
it
there's
does.
people saying lies in the chat about me. I did not kill 7 out of 10 players. It was 8 out of 12 or something.
In your game, yeah.
Oh yeah, it was
Oh,
bad.
you're talking Tower Gygax? No.
Oh yeah, that was well. I had 2 games. I guess that were really bad. Tower Gygax. There was 8 players, 10 deaths. They all died once, and then 2 more died right at the very, very beginning. Right.
Damn.
Like, right into it. Well, they had a thief. He rolled for traps. He missed. They walked across the bridge. Trap door opened, and they fell into a river. So you know.
Oh,
a Steven
no.
Chenault thing.
I was
Chuck, you're
not planning them.
evil. I love it.
They got killed by a 4-headed troll. You know, the dire troll, Jay. That thing crawled up out of the river and killed all of them. It was great.
Hope
And
you
they
had
accused him of being monsters for attacking his village afterwards.
Hope you had fun stealing someone's terrain on that one, Chuck. Just kidding.
I didn't steal it. I think
I know
Jeremy
you
was
asked.
fine.
Just
You asked.
left there or something. Yeah.
There's shit. Like
He borrowed it fair and square.
He borrowed the terrain here. Yes, courtesy Gamescape 3D. Here. This is Thursday. So this is me running this, and there's the froghemoth there.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
And all those crazy new murlocs I got. Look at the size of some of them.
Nice.
Those
Very
look
nice.
so good, though.
Bill did a really great job.
Yeah, he killed it with those paint jobs.
Yeah.
I don't think we got a picture of the table when we changed it out and put that. I had them put a hut down, and so while they were fighting this troll, while they're fighting this 4-headed troll with they had like 5 claws and all this shit, and it was just killing all of them. 2 of them, the wizard, one of the wizards, and somebody else went into the house, and it was a mimic, and so it just and then they died after a couple of rounds.
Your mimic. Here, I don't know if you caught this during the Ed game, there, darling. He was sending me messages. Look what he put over my screen.
Yeah.
Don't crit Rosie.
That was awesome.
I have a picture of him writing abominable and putting it over the frog as well.
There's Tony cheering. Everyone had fun. So
that was a super fun game.
That was the most important thing, was that everyone had a good time. So, looking forward to next year, but, let's get through the spring, the summer, have a good time.
All these other ones.
Yeah. Well, all these other ones, I'm only doing Page. I'm not doing any other ones. I know a lot of you go to Game Hold, but I'm just not doing it. I can't. There's no way with my 2 double surgeries coming up,
No, of course not.
All right, Patrick, thanks, man. Thank you. So, I know you got to go shortly, darling, but what in closing do you make some new friends there?
I did.
Yeah.
It was really cool getting to see so many of the creeple around. Like I got to meet a lot more of like my viewers that come and hang out with me, and a lot of people wearing like my merch, which was really cool to see out in the wild.
Nice.
That's always really exciting. But yeah, I had a lot of fun, and I got to hang out with a lot of really, really cool people and meet some other streamers that I had yet to meet in person, and play some games with people that I've really been wanting to sit at a table with. So it was nice. And it's always nice sitting down at like an actual table with people and having that back and forth. So that was really cool. I loved it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What are you doing tonight that we're going to raid into?
So it is Miko's Estera game. It's his 5e D&D homebrew. And it's going to be me and your boy Big, who is Ian, doing like a 2-person kind of little catch-up game. I think it's only going to be like a 2-hour game tonight, but it should be a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm basically filling in as an NPC to kind of show where one of the characters was when they weren't around for a stream in the earlier weeks.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it'll be fun. But I have to say this, Jay. I really appreciate the opportunities that you give me, that you just found me out of the blue and trusted my goblin ass to come play games on your stream. And we've built this amazing friendship, and you've introduced me to all of these wonderful people. Like, I can call Ed Greenwood a friend. I can call Eric Mona a friend. Anna, Chuck, like, you guys are amazing. Mike, we got to sit at a game at the tower. That was super fucking cool. But like, this amazing community and all these people that I would have not met otherwise. And you're the catalyst for that. You did that, and that's really cool. So that's really important. It means a lot to me, and I appreciate that.
Darling, it's really humbling. Thank you so very much. But it's to build a community. It's you need people that are going to work to build it up as well. And that's what you've done. So I really appreciate the way you reciprocate. It's thank you so very much. You're a dear friend. You, Bones, Kurt, everyone. It's just like how many of those people. And I always say that to everyone else. Take chances. Take chances and invite. Raid into someone who you've never raided into before. It's hit or miss sometimes. Oh, here comes Fritz.
Oh no. I gotta go.
But
that guy.
You make strike gold sometimes, and you develop a lifelong friendship off of it.
Yeah.
So there he is.
Or you might find Curtis.
Yeah, well,
Brett was just talking about you, Curtis.
Places.
Brett was just talking about you. He's just talking about you and how you and Brett helped out in the game, being ogres. That was fantastic.
Yeah, Curtis and Brett, the ogres. Yeah, that was
two
fun.
ogres, Jay. They were named Brett and Curtis.
That checks.
That's
Curtis,
awesome.
I loved it.
Great.
Curtis, did you even bring the luggage in the house yet?
No.
Did you just get home?
I got home I just texted Mike. I got home 25 minutes ago.
Wow.
And he's cool enough to come on here.
Yeah.
That's
a lot.
That's Fritz for you.
Fritz
Kind
is a
of about
badass
himself.
guy.
But we got some good stories now that Curtis is here as well that we can go into. Yeah, darling. So thank you for saying those really nice things, and hopefully you and Bones are going to be at Page too.
Yeah.
Eric and Anna.
Excellent.
And Chuck.
That is good news.
Yep.
Yeah, keep me posted on all of that.
I will, absolutely.
I look forward to that. I look forward to another GaryCon. You got me. You guys are stuck with me now. Just don't tell Curtis I'm thinking of running a Tower of Gygax next year because she'll never leave me alone.
That's not true. Kinda.
That's okay. He had the gall and brazen balls to say that I was his minion for 2 hours this year.
Oh
Yes,
my!
I experienced it firsthand.
No, and it was good because Creep was able to kind of check out kind of how the flow went over there too. I was really happy about that. Just be able to see kind of how it goes and how it works and how the people run it, like EJ and Anna and Chuck and all the other DMs, kind of how things roll is really cool.
I get to watch quite a few games over there. It's really fun when I got that little couple hours where I came over and stamped people being deceased.
Yes,
that was fun. I enjoyed that.
Bones and Coco were cracking me up. They were like,
yeah, they're
running over. We want more. They're demanding death.
Oh yeah, they couldn't wait to do it too. It was funny.
Hilarious, man.
Those two instigators, what?
Oh yeah, right. That was awesome.
My guess. Oh, sorry. I was going to say my guess is Coco. She was getting sick last night when we did this session 0. I think she's probably ill or she'd be on tonight. So I'm not. Let's let her rest. But yeah, go ahead, Curtis. I'm sorry.
No. I was just saying that. Creep is right there. I got her right at the edge, right at the precipice of being swallowed up by the Tower of Gygax. Come on in. The water's fine.
Oh, that's a weird
terrorist.
That's
emotional terrorist.
It's what I do. I've been trained to do.
I love it. That's awesome.
I'm going through a process of defritzing. It's going slow and painful.
Well, don't get there yet, man, because we got some stories to tell still.
Oh God, yeah. It was every year was different. This year was funnier than hell in a lot of weird ways. Because we were so busy, but God, it was funny. Yeah, we got some good stuff.
Yep. So let's start with this. This is Tuesday night. Who would have ever thought Jay would be the only sober one in a room?
Oof. Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, we saw pictures from that. Yeah.
Yeah. There you
go.
go. There you go. Look at that. Look at those mugs.
That's before Brett took his shirt off too.
Yeah. That's a
Tuesday
Tuesday night.
Dancing too. You didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just
everyone Everyone else had like 8
Thomas
drinks.
said that
I
time.
had like 2. I had 2, and that was it. So I actually was not drunk for the first. Yeah, I didn't get
Well, I poured him heavy though because I was his bartender that night.
Yeah, you were. But that was a fun. That was well before things even started.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that was really good. But then let's see if I can find this here. All right, so we got the group here. All right, we got the group here. The wedding event. What a classic moment in legendary lore history. What's that?
Just how Curtis was dressed up just killed me. When I first
God.
saw that picture, I about left my ass off about that.
There's some
With the wedding
Oh,
glasses.
God.
Yeah.
What
The
an
heart.
absolute treat you are.
Aren't I? I'm a gem.
All right, Jay, I'm gonna
See ya.
drop.
Yeah, thank you so much. We'll see you in a
Thanks
little
for
bit.
having me. I
course.
will see y'all later. You guys have a great rest
See
of
you,
your
darling.
evening.
See ya.
Have a good
Bye,
night.
guys.
See you.
Yeah, have a good one.
Bye, darling.
All right, thank you. Who knew that, John? Who knew that James Hetfield played D&D? That's funny. Yes. So, what was the synopsis of this event there? In Fritz's terms, what actually occurred during the glorious wedding event?
Are you trying to get me to put it in a nutshell with the line of the game?
Yeah, like
Well, because the Winchester line has been I'm going to use my favorite or one of my favorite Gygax terms. The Winchester line is so fecund. There are a lot of Winchester bloodlines out there, and in the end, because Fritz, I could not roll a damn thing. I was, except for my beauty and my intelligence and my wit, I could not roll to do anything. Fritz was almost a bystander. But toward the end of the game, it came down to one thing, and Fritz said, "Oh my God, I think I just boinked 2 of my sisters."
the line of the con.
Said it all.
That's Fritz.
The line of the convention that was. So, and I don't know if we have any. Oh, here.
Oh, that's right. Brett makes a good point.
Yeah.
Fritz got charmed and backstabbed the hell out of Scottish.
No shit, really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right at the beginning.
Crushed him. Almost killed him.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Poor
Yeah.
Scott.
Yeah, look at all the carnage on the field here. The demons.
I see
and stuff.
that.
Yeah.
The only time
yeah.
I saw that was when you set it up, and it was so nice. I was like, "Oh, look, little pews."
Yeah, it was
a
wonderful little
It was
wedding.
insane. It was insane, Mike. It was absolutely like chaos, unleashed.
Did Jeff get payback?
No, he was a
I
paladin.
was charmed.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
Yeah.
I was legitimately
Paladin.
charmed.
Yeah,
I rolled a 2 on my saving throw, and I was just
everyone
I
failed
was
saves like
enraptured,
crazy.
right?
Yeah. And so what happened was one of the 2. Technically, they were half sisters. They were spawn of Emerson Winchester III, the fallen paladin. Goes back to 1989 in our campaign. The Amazons of the Crimson Moon. I remember that awful heraldry piece I made with the heart, bleeding heart. In the pink background. Yeah, that group. And so yeah, they were here to stop the wedding. And we have a new term that is an old term for us, calling someone basically a dog's thing, and that's what they called Fritz. It was funny.
Yeah, there were a lot of jokes about Fritz's equipment, so to speak.
It was great.
That wasn't cool. That
During the
wasn't really
wedding?
cool.
Oh yeah, during the wedding, the lady.
No.
No, not in the wedding. The bad guys that showed up. So yeah,
I regret not being able to come there and watch that.
there's the dead dark elf, and then both. This is at the end when they finally won the fight, and
Chuck, it was
Red
hilarious.
Rocket's real close. Pink stick is the term that they were using. So there you go. So you're very close to Red Rocket, yeah. But
Rocket's
it was
red glare. That's
the
a
Rocket's
different
Red
thing.
Glare, yeah. Another story coming. But then that is the end of the fight, and then Sir Tim de Truly finished the ceremony. They got married, and then the entire next 3 days, Coco and I are going back and forth on progeny, children. Right, what's going to happen? Right in the middle, like we're talking. She's at Tower Gygax. I'm like, "What do you think of this idea?" And she's like, "No, I like this idea." So we're like going back and forth, trying to figure out what we're going to do. So yeah, it's all.
So
working.
Jay, I did prop the event too, because when Fritz walked in, he walks in a little bit late. Everybody's seated there.
Yeah.
And then walks in and goes, "There's no birthday party for me in here," like Spicoli. And then because of the night before,
here's the bottle.
We had drained a bottle of wine. I was able to use because I was dry as a bone. Not that one. Not that one, but I poured a bunch of G0 into it, and it looked like
Thanks,
Fritz
Chris.
was like knocking off a bottle, like at 9 o'clock in the morning, because he's just coming off a 3-day bender. So, yeah, it all worked out in the end.
So GDTRFB, Chris, drop this off.
Yes. Thank you, Chris.
That was the
toast.
toast.
Yeah, I took a knock of that too.
And that was really kind. And that was gone. That stuff's good.
Way to go.
Yeah, that was
really a nice touch.
Yeah, he had a ball at our tower Gygax right next to me.
It was awesome.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? That's right. I forgot about that.
Great times. Let me see what else we got.
So the wedding was successful in the end. Fritz found out he was shagging relatives, and everything was great.
Woohoo!
10 bottles, Chris. Holy shit!
That's good, man. That's a good amount.
That is really cool. That's some careful packing, though.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun one. And this is the first.
We drank ours at 9 a.m. Yeah. Holy cow!
Is it wine or liqueur? I don't know what it is. It's like a mix, isn't it? It's a mead. That's it. It's a mead.
Mead, yeah.
Yeah.
Mead.
Right. Let me see.
Yeah, we toasted with it. We knocked a bunch of it down that morning.
Yeah.
It was good.
I got too many pictures here. I just they're all in sets, but a lot of the sets are not together.
That outfit. There's another picture of the wondrous outfit. I swear to God, I can't get over it.
Absolutely.
I go over it.
Honey, wine, liquor.
Well, Toko brought those. I was supposed to wear those wedding glasses, at least in the beginning.
Is that what the deal was? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
She'd been telling me, I got something for you that Fritz has to wear. I'm like, all right. And that morning, I'm like, I put that on because Fritz has his lens maker there in Altamira.
Of course.
And that was a special quality, crafted lens with hearts on them, apparently.
Oh, wow.
And then he went back to his old shades.
You'd think Jay would have given you some sort of magical properties with him too, like see invisibility.
I don't have it. That's another reason why I didn't stream it. I don't have enough. I have 9 characters at all my tables because I'm so generous and let people in to cry that they didn't get in, Chuck.
Jackass never stops.
This one had 8 plus an NPC 9, and there was 9 each of the others. There's a lot going on, man. Plus the terrain setup. Plus,
you do have a a lot going on. I couldn't do all that. I couldn't do all that.
But it was a blast. What I love now is that, as you can see here, you got Justinius, Nathaniel, and Scottish Jeff all right there. They all got in the game and played characters, and that's what I love. We take player characters that are regulars in the game, and then I get specific NPCs for open signups. They're part of the campaign, and they get to play them, and it works very well. So
I thought it worked well.
Yeah, it's nice to have them. Nice to have those open signups. I don't want to do something that's a lockout game. I really want to get people involved in those games. So, why don't we talk about a couple things here? Let's talk. Let's see.
That's a great photo.
Anna, I know I have a picture of you and Mike DMing. I don't know if it's your Tower of Gygax or not. Give me a second, see if I can find
it. Yeah.
I'm gonna take that. Stick it to hop off here. I just realized it's time for me to go. We're gonna go eat. So
sounds good, man.
Good seeing you.
You have a good one.
Bye, Chuck.
Chuck,
thanks for having on. Mike, good luck with these guys. Handle them.
Thanks, man.
We'll see who wins.
Bye.
Yeah, no, thank you guys so much. Y'all have a good evening. Everybody in chat, Rosa! Y'all have a good night. All right, I'm out.
Thank you, Chuck, for all your help.
You're welcome.
Yep.
And thank you for all the jokes and laughter and guidance. Because I tell you, I was struggling there when I talked to that one night, but as you could see when I made it there, I just said, you know what? I'm just gonna run this the way Chuck would run it. It worked out great.
Overcord, I had 8 then 9 then 9. Chuck. That was a lot. Yeah. Right, so here's Tower of Gygax saying, "Oh, Brett, getting miniatures out. I'm getting all the Murlocs out, getting all the terrain set up. That was a lot of fun. Of course, I will do it again next year. No hesitation at all. And I had Vamp Wickman there and Rachel from Marquee there, right? So what I did was I felt, as Curtis told me ahead of time, I converted their characters back to 5th level, so they were the same. I let them play their own characters in the campaign, just for fun. So this is from Rachel's taking pictures of her character, because she was all paranoid and scared that she was gonna get, she didn't want to die. Here's a nice picture of her and Coco too there for that Tower of Gygax setting. But she was so happy, and look, she even took a picture of this. The eye survived.
Now that we have you hooked, Jay, we totally want you back. But next year, because you got special dispensation this year because you're a friend. Next year, it is Tower Gygax pre-generated characters, and we're going to marry them up with your event.
Okay.
So, because we want to challenge you now, because now you've had a taste, now you're going to go full tower.
Okay.
And it's going to be awesome. Plus, we're also working a particular thing with the character sheets next year. So it's all good. The only
It's all good.
sheet that you can bring from your campaign is Fritz Winchester. I'm kidding. I'm totally joking.
I know. What about crits and fumbles and stuff like that? Come on, man. I gotta keep that
We'll work
stuff.
on it.
Okay.
Yeah, we might work. We might allow that.
Yeah, she was happy she survived. There you go. She got the logo on that. So Vamp did not. So God, I'm looking through these pictures. I know I got a picture of Anna in here, and I can't find it. Where Dvorak? I know I got you somewhere here, Anna.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get Will Dvorak's table? Did you get a picture of his table?
Yeah, I have it right here. No, this is not Tower Gygax though. This is him doing.
Oh, that's right. He had another table he ran.
Oh yes, he had ran a bunch of games. Yeah.
Was that the Marvel superheroes game?
Yeah, I believe so.
And I would have loved to been on that.
Oh my God, yeah, me too. I've never played it.
That would take me way back in the day.
Absolutely, absolutely fun. There, I tried as many pictures as people collected, and they sent to me. I compiled them. I could have sworn I had an Anna picture, and I can't find it.
Yeah, Ken, I got to play quite a bit, and run games more than playing actually. So
I must
be honest,
I didn't. Too much
only
fun
played a
because
little
I
bit.
didn't take many pictures. Sorry, Anna.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I ran way more games than I played. I only played a couple of little ones, but that was fun. A couple of play tests, private games, and then I ran 8 hours of games all in all. I ran 2 hours of Tower Gygax and 6 hours of my own game. We get
Who
to that
did you
later.
run? Were you next to Alphinius Goo?
Yep.
Anna?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys were a good block. You guys had a lot of energy. That was good. Not that others didn't, but that was a fun block.
Well,
really enjoyed that.
I had my tactics lined up for my Tower Gygax, and it worked really well. I simply ran it in reverse. There was no exploration. I just chased my players down with monsters continuously. and
no, you had a very good twist because Brett had told me, he's like, hey, I've been watching Anna. You know what she's doing, and your twist was phenomenal. Nobody's done that yet in 2 years. Yeah, so that was really good.
Because I took a loophole in the rules that used to my advantage, and that was the attack of opportunity. In old school, when you run away from combat, the monster gets one free attack on you. So normally that is that you go exploring and the monsters are fleeing from you. That's the norm, so to speak. You go to a new room, you explore it, you interact with the traps and then the monsters and so on. I simply turned the tables on that. I made the monsters chase the characters. From round 1, we were in combat initiative the whole way except the last 2 minutes. That's why I had 2 characters that actually survived. One because they made a saving throw against poison on the last minute. Otherwise, and I was like 2 rounds from killing the last 2. So I was close. And I only used one spell. One fireball just to
really
cut. Yeah, only a single spell. Then it was all
just one
combat. The rest, yes, no cheating.
That's insane. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep. And it was simply because I heard the characters together, and when there were one spot, I had a fictitious Ayusian cleric that followed them 60 feet away, so I could throw a spell if they were close enough. And I didn't want to kill them all. Otherwise, I would have thrown one the next round too. But I didn't want to kill them all. I just wanted to do a little bit of damage, so I cut them down a little bit. And then I just kept at it. And I counted. I got 23 free extra attacks through because we had 23 rounds in my whole 2-hour session. And I tried to speed up the combat as quick as possible. It was just initiative, next round, initiative, next round. And I just threw in new monsters every round, and I kept that one after because that was my backup in case things did go effectively. Then I could throw in some more spells. And the goal was to kill them off one by one. and I managed to do that. I didn't kill more than one per round, something that, and that was spread out over the 2 hours. So yeah,
that's what makes that event so cool. Is
quick.
You run something very unique versus Jay runs something very unique, and then Alphinius runs something unique. It's literally you have no idea what it's going to be like until you get to the table. It's crazy.
Yep. And it's also a technical, meaning you don't have to worry about backstory or nothing like that. It's simply.
But it's the same character.
Exactly,
it's the same
character. Yeah.
Yes, that's what's so fun about it. Well, with Jay, if you remember, and I'll put it in the chat on Sunday. Bill Webb was a machine that night because he and Skip were the final block of not only just Tower Gygax, the final block of everything for the convention for our event. And we said, just go, run it, do whatever you want to do it, just whatever. Bill was mowing through these characters, and basically the tower was resurrecting him on the spot, and then they come right back up. It was hilarious. Because there was nobody waiting to get on the get on the table at the time. It was like 8:00, right, on Saturday night. So they just that time and that DM lent that to that kind of effect, right? Not every DM would be able to do that with that effect.
Right.
It's just not their thing. Thus, the Bill Webb table was completely unique again than everything else. Yeah. So it was hilarious because we told them, Anna has X amount of kills. The souls.
I had 6 out of 8. So So, but it was close.
He was actually competing. It was pretty funny.
I only had 50%
he asked me what
casualties. That was it.
Yep. So, but on the other hand, to my defense too, I actually cut it off at 2 hours precisely. I was simply it's exact. I look at the second, and that was it. And one character, he had a saving throw versus poison. He rolled 19, and that saved his life. Otherwise, it would have killed 7 out of 8. And the other one was only 1 round away from the big spider getting him too with the next spider.
The last point on that, at least that particular thing, is it's not a TPK machine. It's really not designed to be like that. Yeah. It's just unforgiving, and that's two different things.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep. Yeah.
So and there were ways to get out of it, and the teams we watched it now. This is the second year in a row. Yeah. Teams that use teamwork and kind of put their complementary skills together had a much better survival.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And that was the same thing with my scenario. Halfway through, the players started, after about 45 minutes or an hour, they started to realize, we are not going to find the monsters. The monsters are chasing us. And that's when they changed tactics and started pushing. If they'd done that from minute 1, it would have been way harder for me. So I have to come up with some other trick next year. So, because now I've told the secret is out, so to speak.
Jay, if you don't mind, I'd love to hang out for a little bit longer and then kind of do a quick wrap up and shout out for Tower Gygax and then I'll bolt.
Sure.
Okay. You and I factored into so many different things. I'm waiting for the photos and the stories to come up.
Yeah, I mean, just chill.
So it's all good.
I found a picture of Ed DMing for Mike and Darling at Tower Gygax. I found that. All right. Let's jump though to Friday night after Tower Gygax is over. Oh, there's Greyhawk Mike here. There you go. There's Greyhawk Mike DMing.
Yes, Mike DMing us.
There you go.
I had that adventure in my back pocket for a couple of years, waiting for the right group.
Even Bill got to play. So there's a nice picture.
Yeah.
But man, talking about trying to herd sheep. You know what I mean?
It was late.
Yeah.
People were hungry. People were drinking. Apparently, my friends drank a lot of beer, and I didn't even notice it.
There were buckets and buckets of beer. Yeah. There's Bill. There's Bill. What's up, Bill? There were buckets of beer there. Yeah, it was a good time. I had a cheesy mage, and which was fine. Don't ever give me a fly spell. I'll abuse the hell out of it.
And his name?
Tobias Winchester.
Tobias Winchester.
Of course. This damn Winchester's everywhere.
He got the girl.
So I had a prop on that game.
Yes.
A wax sealed letter
Oh.
that introduced the adventure. When they tooled around on the Azure Sea.
It was very well done. Very well done. And we probably skirted it, unfortunately.
No, everything got in.
Okay,
everything got in. Yeah, you flying off in the end though was perfect. Yeah, they're all fighting the Froghemoth, and you're flying off with the princess.
The princess was the target. It didn't matter anything else.
Yep, that
the
was
goal
the
was
objective.
her.
You're right.
You know, so I just went into the hole and flew out with her.
Yep.
Yes, so that
Good
was
times.
a blast. A true blast, and everyone was really bombed that night too. And this is only Friday night, so it gets worse. The nights drag on, and then imagine that, Brett. Yes, weird. All right, let's go to Saturday night there. And Mike, it was a great game. I was so happy that you let me play in that one. And
Would do it again
cool, man. Cool.
if Curtis doesn't get me first.
What for Tower?
Yeah.
He's gonna draft a lot of people, I think. So
it's so fun though, and it
is
having the people that we had this year and the quality of people, both playing at the table that were invested in the DMs. It so makes a difference. I mean, it's palpable.
Here is. Just want to make sure that we are okay. Why? I got a weird message here. Let me check it in a second. But Saturday night, dun dun dun, champions.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. I was falling asleep because I was so exhausted at this point. So exhausted. But it was a great time. So
Saturday was. I had a Carlos top secret game at 7 a.m. that morning. Had about an hour and a half, 2-hour break. Then Tower started, and then we set up right at the Tower table once we got done with the 9 o'clock block. And I was burning too. And to think, for the community at large, I just want to say, I created a character that is part of the campaign. I gave it to Jay. He is the Fritz Winchester of my champion superhero world.
Yes.
So.
Yes, Rocket's red.
And
player.
Everything you could think. Exactly.
And there's the group, a very fun group, and the pizza was there super late, which was stupid. To eat that like at midnight, that was dumb, and then
I ate a Culver's burger at like 11 o'clock.
Oh my God, yeah. So there's the group, a lot of your friends, a culmination of they had like 8 players. Coco played and stuff. Oh, Julia Pop just sent me a pic. I'm gonna have to put it up to the screen. Give me a second here.
Sure. That was a fun table. Champions combats can take a little time just because of the system, but the core of that group was a mashup of 3 different groups I've played with that all happened to be at GaryCon. So my hero campaign world continues to expand because A, I just love the game, and B, I love to bring people into it. So it's got like 15 players now in it that was started with Brett alone 7 years ago. So little by little, Mike, you're in. Anna, you're in too. I'm gonna get you characters.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be fun. You'll like it.
So
nice.
I don't remember this happening, but here is Brett is kicking my ass in a race that Julia Pop just sent me on scooters. I don't remember that.
That. Yeah, come on. I remember that when you were driving around like crazy, both of you.
The Tim Cask Invitational.
Is that the one where? Is that me or Brett?
That's you.
That's you.
She literally just sent these to me.
That's when I stood just next to her that's when you talked about the governor and you need to yeah.
That's right. I had to David Wesley was checking in, and Josh.
Oh, okay.
I said I need a scooter now. Josh, because he's completely unforgiving. Mm-hmm. And is he on here tonight? Because I was gonna drag
Josh. I haven't seen Josh.
No, okay. Not tonight.
That's right. I'm like, it's not moving. It was like, and you're like, dude, there's the speed control. I'm like, oh, I've never ridden a scooter like that. And then I cranked it, and boom, it bolted.
Yeah,
that was pretty funny.
Oh, she's got COVID.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Well, hopefully.
Knock on wood. I'm like, hopefully it's like.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's just.
We'll see.
Yeah, no one else connects with that. So.
Oh,
Yep.
Bones. Yes, I'm saying all sorts of nice. I haven't got to the nice things about my team yet, Bones. It'll all be really nice because you're just the sweetest thing.
I already showed this pic. I'll show it again. This was on a someone else took this picture, and I have to find out who it did. But it's like Bones in pose killing Wily Hobbit. There you go.
Yeah, Wiley got smoked in that one. Yeah, there it is. Look at look at her, like how
Yeah.
radiant she is, bringing death.
Mhm.
Oh, that's Bill Fawcett.
The little kids
Bill
next
Fawcett
to her
was really cool.
Yeah,
He was really nice too. He was awesome.
Somehow I missed Wily Hobbit. I feel bad.
I only got a chance to say hi to him. I think it was on Thursday, the first day I saw him. He talked for like 5 minutes. That was it. Then I never saw him again. The whole convention. So Wally, I need to we need to connect more
that's
soon.
That's a fail for me.
Yep. Yeah. We talked a little bit. Say, oh, yeah, we need to talk soon and make plans, and then it never happened. So yeah.
Wow. So that's a good picture. All right.
Great picture.
Yeah. So we had a nice time Sunday evening too, right?
Yes, that was good. That was nice. I wanted to do that, Jay. And I'd like to be able to do that almost every year. We pick a place and just have a quiet.
I agree. So it was.
So where was that?
At a place called the Tuscan Grill in Lake Geneva. It was good. I had a good meal that night.
I think I ate there. I think we went there too the day before.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did you guys really? Yeah, it was really good. We had a good time.
It was good. We were there. Legends of Evangelist was there at the exact same time. So guys,
a couple other industry people and community people were bouncing around.
Yeah, this is Sunday evening before the wrap up party, right? Yeah, and so I'm at this point. There's Alex. Alex was still there as of yesterday. Today, I think he didn't leave till today. He was still
really?
there. Yeah, he was doing stuff with Josh.
Wow.
Yeah, he was still hanging out with Josh, I think.
He is a trooper.
Yeah, so it was
awesome.
That was a good dinner and a nice hangout time. So, that's it. You just feel like you have a sinus infection. Well, that's cool.
Oh, good.
I got a low grade fever, but I don't have it. I have no throat pain or anything. So I just think I got it from run down. I did that nuclear test and they put all that weird shit in your system. So today, nuclear stress test I had today. Yeah, so for the heart. But yep, I think that's what I'm hoping. That's what all it is. So, but that was a great picture. What am I missing there, Curtis? I know you got a bolt. So,
so we did Mike's game, the Champions game. We were in a Doug Niles game.
Yeah.
We did the wedding, Tower. I mean, between all that stuff, it was like Sunday dinner. Then we were out of there Monday morning.
Yeah, same here.
I'm just trying to think of anything else that we were doing.
I got Doug Niles' contact information, everyone. I will be setting up TPS.
Okay,
I thought
great.
I will set him up.
Jay, who was it that it networked for you? Let me tell Jay.
Oh.
I was helping him out with networking this entire GaryCon, just helping him, really market himself and get together.
That's funny.
Thank you. I just love breaking your stones. No, Doug, it was funny because I thought about it. I'm like, oh yeah. Doug Niles was so focused on Tower Gygax. I'm like, oh shit, we're in a game on Sunday with him too. So one or the other, I know we've been trying to get a hold of him, and he's the nicest guy. Yeah, he really is.
We need to.
He was fun to play with too.
Seagrout box set N1. Oh my god, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And your favorite one, the B1 Tower.
B5.
Yeah.
Yeah, B5 and a bunch of Forgotten Realms stuff that Brett and I played many moons ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very prolific and he's just a nice guy. Answer any question you got, right? So he'll be fun. I think a lot of people would really enjoy having him on and asking him questions.
Rob kind of got lost in the shuffle, Phantom. And so we should do like a Discord group chat, set that up. That'd be a good idea for everyone to participate. That's a really good idea.
I didn't see Rob. I didn't get a chance to really spend my Anna time this year. I got
No,
busy.
that was part of my fault because I had to bolt Sunday, so we didn't get the dead dog party together. That's why I thought, yeah. So that's my fault, primarily. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob's like the first person I saw.
So.
Yeah, exactly. I saw Mike right out of the chute too, early on.
So Plague Doctor 9835. Good evening, Curtis. It's Max. Okay.
Oh, Max.
Hello.
You should talk about the prank you, me, and Lee pulled on my dad.
Oh, okay. Real quick.
Yeah.
So we're sitting in GaryCon headquarters, and I come around to talk to Lee about something, and Max is there, like, fastidiously working on what looks like a banana peel. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? But he's like, well, this is my dad's burger. I got him a banana, but I wanted to eat the banana. So I'm trying to make it look like the banana's still there. So we all three of us held it there and taped it together so it looked like a banana. So I just pranked him. So when he wanted to go eat it, it was just nothing but air. Lee was there. I forgot to get the report on that.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I heard he wasn't happy about that, which makes me even happier.
That's great.
That's funny. Max says that apple did not fall far from the tree, except Max is far nicer, far wittier, and far more, studious. God, I wish Josh was here tonight. I'm really taking it out on him tonight.
Yep.
So, I'm trying to think of weird things that happened. Here's the weirdest thing that happened to me. I'm down in the vendor hall after the game Saturday, and a nice thing was I bumped into Rachel from Marquee, and I got this wonderful picture with her. Someone said I'm diva in this picture, so really nice picture. Then I go over to see one of my sponsors. I go see Troller Game, and go see Frog God Games, and Jen Glazer's there. Jen goes, Bill Webb's looking for you. I'm like, looking for me? She's like, yeah. He wants to talk to you. I'm like, and plus he wants to invite you. There, look at that. Just in time. Isn't that cool, Mark? Oh, great picture. Great picture. So right after that, she says, Bill's cooking for everyone back at our villa, and we're inviting you to dinner. I'm like, I never have gotten invited to dinner this is like cool. Bill Webb's going to cook for me. So it's really neat. So went back to there. He made up a really great, like, chicken pot dish. It was awesome. Where is it now? Now I can't find it. I got this here it is. He gave me this. This is a limited edition test Necromancer Games rule book for, like, their old school revival. Signed by him and all, so he gave me this, right? And I guess they want to come on the show Sunday, so we're gonna have Bill and Zach Glazer on to talk about what they got going on in Frog God Games. It was really nice tonight. It was about 2 hours. Steve Chenault showed up. He looks at me, and goes, "Yo, Jay." I'm like, "Hey, Steven," because they're working on a project. Turns out I got 2 new projects I'm working on now with Troller because of that. Me being there too, it was really good. It was nice. But I never had that happen before. And Bill was a really nice guy. And we talked a lot of Necromancer Games, remember, in the early 2000s. And I imagine that's going to come up again on Sunday evening. So kudos to him. It was a nice evening. Amongst all the other things that happened Saturday night. So that's the weirdest thing that happened to me. How about anyone else? Strange. Out of the ordinary.
Nothing strange I can think of.
Not really, but I had some good deep discussions that was kind of good to have. So
well, that's good.
Yep. But that's a good. There were some good friends I met and stuff. So that was not part of the gaming curriculum, so to speak, but it was great. So yeah.
You mean stranger than kicking off the con with an event that I had sex with my sisters? No, I don't even think that's true.
You never know. I might be up there. Yeah.
Yeah, gotta love Jay. He puts that character in the right positions.
Yep.
You put the stuff. Rachel just got here, so I'll show that again. In the right positions, but it's self-inflicted. Right? It's Fritz self-inflicted.
It is. He has an issue with judgment.
He does. He has a lot of issues. Where's the other one of? I got another one. Rachel said she looks so serious here. Where is my tower? Here we go. Yeah, worrying about dying in Tower of Gygax. That's a great picture right there too of Rachel and,
Oh
and
yeah,
Bash.
look at that.
Yeah, I took that one. So
Hmm.
yeah,
That was a fun table.
Gary mentioned Rose Estes. So when I heard
she was supposed to be playing here. She was supposed to be in my game. They never showed up.
When I was in the dealer hall, I found one of those Endless Quest books by Rose Estes. I'm like, $5. Let me look for her and get her to sign it. Never found them.
Well, I saw her son multiple times, but I never saw her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to pull the backstage volunteer card because I actually got a hold of a couple of used books of Dungeon of Dread and the one of the Greyhawk novels she did, because I was going to have her autograph it and either put it at your table or just give it away during the event. And there was a gigantic. That's one, Jay. I forgot to tell you this. So I hustle over to the vendor hall. Brett and Coco and Bones are handling the tables. I run over to the vendor hall, and it's during her autograph period. I'm like, oh great, I'll just have it autographed. It was the Christmas Story exactly. So I run up, and there's like one person in front of me, and somebody goes, "Hey, this is the front of the line. That's the back." And I look down, and there's like 25 people. I'm like, I don't have the time for this. So I ran back to GCHQ and went to Lee, Savage Baron for everybody. I went to Lee and said, Lee, I need you to get these things autographed in the next 15 minutes. That is your assignment. That is your mission. He's like, that's it? I'm like, that's it? I mean, there's a huge line down there. I'll be damned. Lee turned it around in 10. Got him done. So I don't like to pull that card, but I had to pull it because I wasn't sure if I'd see Rose again, and I never did.
No, and sometimes you just gotta, all of us don't have time. Like maybe there's downtime in between, but we just don't have time. I'm still looking for the Anna pick. DM me. I know I have it here somewhere.
Okay.
I was sitting at a random table waiting. I don't know if anyone can see that. What you're looking at is an envelope that says Rose Estes on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, well, she's here.
Did you went to a book signing or when she was making autographs?
No. Just nothing.
He is a
worked
savage. Yeah, there's Tony.
Yeah, Lee was huge for us this year on a lot of levels.
And who played in your Tower of Gygax? Stronghold Tim played in it, correct? Not your Tower of Gygax. I'm sorry, your adventure.
My game, exactly. Stronghold Tim, and then 5 other players that I'd never played with before, met before, so they were completely new to me, which was kind of cool. They signed up, and a couple of them were interested in my game, but they never played in Greyhawk, or some of them have played Greyhawk decades ago. So
right.
So since it was in my new game system that is in alpha, so we took like 20 minutes to introduce and get people into it. But we had a good game and people seemed to like it, and no one bolted early, and so we had 6 hours of fair bit of fun, so to speak. So, and the good part of the play test, and since none of these had any experience in this before, that was a good sign to see how experienced players like it, and because they can instantly find things. So that was one thing that I've redone the saves and stuff. That was thanks to their input. So now I have more streamlined that I think it's even better and simpler to adjudicate than was previous. So I will talk more about that later. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey Jay, can I have just a couple minutes and I'll get out of your guys' way?
Of course.
Okay, just for those who were at the event and had a chance to sit at the tables for Tower Gygax, thank you so much. I mean, there's a couple of parts and pieces that make the event, and we had really good positive feedback again. This was the first we did one table last year. We did 2 tables for 3 days, 8 hours a day. This year, and it was a little bit of a gamble just to see, if we would get the response. We did. It was overwhelming. So one of it is the people that wanted to spend the time at the table. So thank you for taking 2 hours out of your con life to go and experience it. And I hope you guys had a good time with it. The second part are the DMs, of which we have 2 on screen right now and a third for next year. Mike, you're already in. I'm putting you on the list. The DMs make that table, and they take it and they own it and they make it themselves and they make it for themselves and the players. It was outstanding. My mind is so mushy if I forget anybody, but between Jay and Anna and Bill Webb and Skip, Bill Fawcett filled in later, and he would be a cool call too, Jay. But Bill Fawcett came in late in the game to fill a spot that got vacated in some way. I can't even remember what it was. But Michael, like community people like Will Dvorak and Von Malkiw, I mean, Latia Chakis crushed it. I had never met her before. She came in, I don't know if she'd even run 1E before, and she came and sat at the table and absolutely crushed it. Obviously, we had Ed for a period of time. We'll talk about that later. All those, everybody that was involved, it was phenomenal. And yes, I have to give Josh a little bit of credit because he did help me through a lot of scheduling, but I don't like to give Josh too much credit. I'm joking. He was really a linchpin for us and was able to really get things moving for us, especially when we expanded. And our team. Oh, and Lee, I said before, Lee was, we couldn't have done it without Lee. And he spends so much time and should get all the credit, and all the credit will be deserving. And then our team. You know?
Well, yeah, but and I have to say that you run fantastic service. Everything is set up. As a DM, you just come there, you just start your session, and boom, you go. And the character sheets looked awesome. They were so cool this year.
Thank you. That was Myriad. Yeah. Myriad unfortunately couldn't come this year, but she handcrafted those character sheets.
Oh man,
that was huge for us.
Yeah.
So between Myriad and Bones was enormous on the ground for us. I told her a lot of stuff was going to be backloaded for her. And she came there and was a rock star. And Coco came in late in the game and was phenomenal as well. And and Brett's Brett. I've known him for 40 years, and we complement each other really well because he lets me be me, and I let him be him, and it worked. And we have a working thing, and we found the right mix. And we're going to do it again next year.
Yeah, and I mean it's you support the DMs and the players so well. So when you come in, you can just concentrate on just running the game. You don't have to worry about any of the other stuff. You just present your stuff and run it, and the players are all in and they have their stuff. And I've never seen or met as many motivated players in one spot as Tower of Gygax.
Oh, wow.
People just want to play like crazy, and it's fantastic fun.
It really seemed to me that, that was the hopping place. You could spend all day there.
That's
that
where
went for my game.
A lot of us hung out when we weren't doing anything.
Yeah.
The energy is infectious. It's really positive. We have the right mix. It's like the chemical balance is right there. Yeah. All the personalities mesh. We're already talking about 26 and a couple of wrinkles we'd like to throw into it. A couple of things we're going to consider in terms of ideas. Anybody who wants more info on it, you can find me through here or on Discord. I'm in Canonfire Discord as well. It's really a mysterious handle to try to track me down. Here it's Curtis CBL, and then on Discord it's Curtis C. If you don't know, it's going to be a big stretch of detective work to find me.
Or Fritz Winchester.
Or Fritz Winchester, who will undoubtedly appear in between now and next, Gary, doing God knows what. But thank you, Jay, for giving me the time.
I know you just got home after all these travels, so.
Yeah, my voice is basically shot. I was yelling at myself in the car. I was starting to get tired of myself, so you know how it is.
Do yourself a favor and fly next year.
We're already working on the next year's travel. I don't know if I'll be driving to Utah next year. So that's for you, Brett.
Are you ready? You go to Utah. Yes. You stay in Utah.
The only Utah that I refer to now is being called Johnny Utah, or as Josh likes to just call me Point Break, is basically what it is.
Point Break.
But thank you again. It was, of course, massively successful. Thank you all for everybody that was involved in it, from the DMs to the players to the admins to the execs that helped us through it. It's only going to get better. It's only going to get bigger and crazier, and we'll see you all in 26 and everywhere else in between.
Awesome.
Thanks a lot
Thank
for
you,
everything,
guys.
Curtis. We'll see you. We'll talk to you very soon.
Yeah, keep me posted on stuff too, Jay. All right?
I will, of course. Of course.
See you on the Discord.
I'll keep you posted on everything that's going on with me. Absolutely.
And then there's that secret group that will hear the real secret stories somewhere on Discord. So, all right. Good night, guys.
Have a good one.
Bye.
All right. See ya.
So, what other stories do either of you have you want to share here? I may wrap this up a little early. I am under the weather. Yeah, I hope I do not have, and I hope I do not have COVID. That just like Coco has, that would be terrible. Hope I did not get COVID, but I hope it's just me just being run down. So yeah. So
well, I want to. Go on, Mike.
I was going to quickly add that Eric Mona, before his seminar, told us about his Vecna Lives game that he ran for some players, and he said that the Circle of Eight defeated Vecna in 2 rounds. So it is possible to beat him in that module. That's all.
It's man, we're not used to that. When you're not used to that, style, man, you got to be ready. For all the things you can do to offset it. But it sounds like he got his butt kicked by it. But that's okay. It's part of the fun of learning the DMing experience. What were you gonna say, Anna?
No, I was going to say that it's interesting. Now I've been to so many Gary Cons and I've seen how the convention have shifted, and now I'm thinking it's better run every year, I think, and I have very little part of that. I'm just doing my little part, but it's the convention is better and better. But what I think is interesting to see, I think we saw a good indication that 5e has peaked. Last year was probably the peak of 5e because there was more games, more fun, and the convention was jam-packed like last year. I think every last badge was sold out, as far as I understood. It was every room was full and so on. But there was way less 5e presented. There were way more other games. So the number of people playing were as big as it could be, so to speak, for the time. But there was less 5e. There was still Adventure League was still there and in force, but the other stuff was more prevalent than it's been otherwise. So my sense is that the role-playing game hobby grows, but D&D is not growing anywhere near as fast as the rest of the hobby in total is rising. So that I think is an interesting stuff. If you go back a few years, that was way more D&D 5th edition and Wizard of the Coast stuff than it was this year. Last year, of course, but even previous. And they have a lot of new stuff, but it was not much to be seen. They played 5e, of course, but there was not that many 5e products in the exhibit hall, and there were tons of other stuff.
I think Adventurers League is starting to do Greyhawk stuff, though. So
exactly.
I wonder if that will carry on until next Gary Con.
So Eric Mengi told me what's going on. So did Tony. It is not canon. It's their version, and they started at the Battle of Emerald Meadows, Mike.
Yeah.
So, nope. Todd Stashwick is in London filming a Marvel series.
Speaking of celebrities, I didn't see a single celebrity this time, which was a first for me.
Tim got Tim got pictures of him with Vince Vaughn, Joe Manganiello, and I think.
I never saw them either. I didn't see it. Last year I saw celebrities everywhere, and then,
they were actually coming to us like we were just in a random game, and Tom Morello just walks up on your table.
I shook hands and talked to them a little bit briefly. Tons of them.
Didn't see any of them this year.
Exactly. I didn't. Exactly. I know not a single. Yeah, but I was busy doing other stuff, so I never saw any of them this year. So yeah.
Thanks, Gary. There was also pictures, and they were wandering around the vendor hall, and I said, I think it was Kenneth Goad. He said to me, there's a bunch of Playboy bunnies here this year. They're D&D players. Yeah, I was like, okay. That's news to me. So, yeah. So we didn't really even talk about the seminars we had. We had some good seminars.
Oh, yes. We had lots of seminars. Yeah, we need to talk about them, too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we had one real good one with Roger Moore about Greyhawk. That one was live streamed, and the Ed one was live streamed, and they're both on Twitch and they're on YouTube.
And they were a lot of fun, and
yeah,
big thanks to shout out to Roger and Ed for being such awesome parts of the panel, so to speak. And it was so great to have Roger there. And I had a couple of other. We talked more with Roger about world building and D&D physics and stuff. That was fantastic, and maps and stuff. So so I definitely want to continue talking to Roger about stuff like this. It was so much fun. Yeah.
Gary, people sign up for the seminars when they don't think they get in a game, and they have open time. And when they finally find a game and they get into it, they don't go to the seminar. It's that simple.
Yeah. Competition.
Yeah. That's exactly simple.
And Hager, the Ed and others they are fantastic. To you can talk to them, and they are approachable, and they are wonderful. They're just nerds and gaming nerds, just like us. So it's fantastic. They've just been in the business a lot longer, so but they are just so full of awesome anecdotes, knowledge, and creative stuff that is just amazing.
And I have so Film Girl Project has on her Instagram. Oh, cool! That's cool, Rachel. A history of D&D fiction, really neat. I did not see that one. I did. So I did 3 seminars. Film Girl recorded the Ed Greenwood one and did a synopsis view on it on her Instagram. So I know it's there up that one with Ed. Also, I streamed it. I also did one with a writer's track, and that was an interesting one too. And that was only an hour, but that was neat too. So I did 3. Eric brought a massive Paizo Hawk map. I didn't see it. What, Mike, did you see it?
So the 4-part poster map of Greyhawk that was in Dungeon Magazine,
right,
or Dragon, I can't remember which.
Dungeon.
He had it as a full sheet. It was huge.
Right.
And it was a copy that he had made a lot of red ink notations on, so it wasn't like the final copy or anything. But it was huge.
Nice.
Oh, and I can say that I donated a crit wall map that was like 5 by 5 feet big for the auction, and that was cool, and it's sold for a bunch of money from what I understood. So that was awesome.
Gary, I got like hundreds of pictures, and I took a picture of almost everything, or I've collected them, but that I didn't see. So so
Gary, I do remember the one part of Eric's map I looked at. It was Q-Land, and there was a red line on there, and the note said, "Don't put this river here." And he says,
there was a lot of. Yeah, there was a lot of these little cool stuff. So at first, when I saw all the notations, those are new places and stuff. No, there were notations, and it was so awesome when Jason, Mike's buddy, pointed, that by river, or don't pay notice to this river. It doesn't exist. And that's that was so funny because that was Jason's river, that his contribution to Living Greyhawk. Yeah, he made that river, and it was specifically said on the map, "Don't pay attention to this; doesn't exist."
Yeah. Poor guy.
That was so funny.
Got a lot of these. Just going through as many as I can right now. Pictures that I don't think I've showed yet. So, yeah.
And again, that Eric Mona seminar was awesome, and there's so much more to where that came from.
He only got up to the magazine's license getting pulled from him, so he didn't talk about his Paizo, Pathfinder
after that
career.
But
it was everything leading up to it.
Exactly, but the focus for his 1-hour seminar was the Paizo Greyhawk era, when before Pathfinder, but from Paizo, how it was formed and came to be up until they lost the license for Dungeons and Dragons.
The whole thing was like a miracle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just how he ascended and got to publish all the things he wanted to publish. It's a miracle.
Yep. It's so cool. It's a miracle that happened out of his force of will, a little bit of luck, and a heck of a lot of skill.
Yeah.
Nuclear meat and character pose. Another good pick. So. Any old vet shop that normally doesn't, other than Estes. Larry Elmore was there again, even though we didn't think he was going to be there again. Yeah, it's a great pick. It's an awesome looking pick.
I'm reposting my comic from last week. It's got some Easter eggs,
Nice.
community Easter eggs in it. I'm sure some of
Beautiful.
you have saw.
Oh my gosh, look at them all. Oh my gosh. Lord Brezen's even in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Your name's not on there. Well, maybe next year.
That is awesome. Of course, I asked how long your current campaign is. That's funny.
Yeah, that's always the first question, isn't it?
Yes, it is. That is fantastic.
Oh, that's so
Mine's
cool.
longer. Yeah, no. So very cool comic. Last year he said last year was his last. So it's a lot of last years for him. Yeah. So and there's a regular pick of the group there. Yeah. So took that Sunday. Got almost a full adventuring group together, which is really rare. Just a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I know people have still been sending them to me. I've been compiling as many as I can, everyone, as much as possible, just trying to get through and share all the wonderful stories this year. It was a great year.
And Stronghold Tim got a chance to play a paladin in my game.
No, a paladin, really?
Yes,
oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Well, paladin type, so to speak, a holy fighter that could smite. So that's kind of a paladin.
There's another cute pick. I think
Yeah,
I already saw that one too. Yeah,
and he did well. So yeah.
Jeff Izzy's going to be at Greyhawk Con. That's great. Yeah, it's someone I'm not going to be able to go to, unfortunately. So, Tower of Gygax. I don't think they showed that. It's another angle of Tower. Look at Vamp Wickman on that one. Chuck walking by in the background. Alex on his phone. Yeah, and that background pick. So that's near the end. Pretty close to the end of Tower of Gygax on that one. Yeah, it's a good pick. That one I didn't show either. And I think that's it. I think I've gotten through everything. Yeah. I showed this earlier, that picture Darling took of me. That's really, that's a nice pick. Yeah. So, alrighty.
Did she do any cosplay this year?
Not cosplay, no.
Right.
No, but she has cool costumes and clothes anyway. So yeah.
She got really, I mean, everyone was so busy. You did survive the tower. You fell in that pit trap too, which was awesome.
My friends were actually hoping Ed Greenwood would have killed our characters. Then we could brag that Ed killed our characters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They wanted to die, but Ed was too nice. Or he ran out of time.
Well, when you have a paranoid group and they don't move forward, like Anna got them in her game, sounds like I heard them before. I couldn't get them across the bridge until I told them it was about to collapse. Then they ran across.
Yeah,
you didn't have enough. I made sure that I had in my Iusian zombie goats. So I put in like 15 or so Iusian zombie goats to start with. So
it's exhausting.
Yeah.
Yeah, zombie goats, whatever it takes to get them to move forward. It was an exhausting. Yeah, and I can feel it now. So, yeah. And of course, I got 5 streams this week. Unless I wake up tomorrow and I feel even worse, and then I'll just cancel tomorrow night. But because I don't want to give anyone, if I have a temperature, I don't want to give anyone anything. Well, we'll see. So, all right. So let's wrap this up. Anyone with any questions or comments in the audience? One of your experiences in the audience that we haven't shared, or a question for us? Of if you weren't there, please feel free to ask. You fought 6 of them in Outlaws of Greyhawk. Ooh.
There you go.
Jeff.
Yep.
Jeff's still not going to forget the day that Fritz Winchester was charmed to backstab the hell out of his character, which was awesome. Yeah, man. Sorry. Our paths didn't cross that much. Only a little bit after you gave us that nice bottle of drink. That was awesome. It was extra magical. Like I said, this year it was much more relaxed compared to the 50th. The 50th seemed a little high strung. This year it seemed a little more laid back. So first one went well with you. That's great to hear. That's awesome. Cool. 0 bad people. That's a good thing. That's good. The last thing you want is a bad experience. So yeah, always there's a ton of there's a ton of things that behind the scenes stuff that goes on, the parties and you know, it's
There's a
just
couple times I just sat in the
awesome.
hallway and people watched.
Yeah.
Yeah, just relaxing.
I was driving around people watching, but when I did that, I almost ran people over, so I had to watch it. Let me tell you something. I do not want to have to take that damn elevator one time next year. I'm hoping I'll be walking fine next year, both hips replaced. Let's hope, so that I don't have to be taking that stupid elevator up and down. Because
yeah, Gary. Alan runs the Black Blade booth,
yeah, Carlos
publishing
ran.
booth.
Yep.
And Carlos ran a lot of late games.
Wait, are you ready for this? I thought I was sick. Carlos gamed, GM'd 13 times, including that special that game that was that Curtis got in top secret, the early morning one, 13 times. A lot of them were off books.
Okay, yeah. Wow.
Yep.
I don't know how he does it.
Very cool, Bash. That's very cool to hear. It was a fun time. Yeah, Rob, I understand that, but I was just like, oh my God, I gotta wait for this elevator again. So, yeah, it was an experience. Yeah, Carlos and Jeremy, his friend, were doing their own thing, which is cool. They had club membership, so I saw them a lot in there. I hung out with every morning. Myself, Bill, Chuck. We hung out with the Warp people. Oh, that's it. That's it. So announcements that come off this. So Sunday night, Bill Webb and Zach Glazer will be on. Frog God will be on Sunday night. Three Wednesdays, because I don't know when I'm going to be back from the hip replacement. So we're looking at the 16th for Legends of Lore. April 16th, we're going to do a My Greyhawk with a legend who plays in Warp, and that's Michael Clark. If you don't know who Michael Clark is, he is like one of the big deals with the Warp group. And he will be doing a My Greyhawk on Legends of Lore at that time. So we'll get that back going. Yeah, absolutely. So what's up there? What's up there? Will, hope you're doing okay. Yep. Saying at the Vacation Club was fantastic. Good. That's cool. Well, I got one picture of you. I showed it, but let me show it again since now you're on. If I can find it, it should be in group 5 here. I can't find a picture of Anna. I know I have one. It's just so many pictures. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Tim, Stronghold Tim took a couple of pictures from my game, and they took a picture afterwards. So yeah, I should have sent them to you. Yeah.
That's okay. I said I got inundated with so many, and so there's Will. There's Will. Yep. Awesome. Very cool. All right, so tonight we're gonna do. Well, why don't we do some shout outs here, Mike? What's going on with you?
I didn't know this would be a easy day.
Yeah, isn't it?
On the blog, I have a whole new map I posted. It's not a whole new map. It's the map of Paraland that I brought to GaryCon, but it's colorized.
Okay.
So you all can go on there and download that.
Nice.
Otherwise,
oh, look at that.
Really that looked so cool. The black and white you showed at the convention.
Yeah.
Damn, maybe I should put the black and white on there too.
Oh yes, the black and white. I haven't looked at the color yet. Oh,
okay.
The color looks fantastic too. But
I'll put the
black and white. Wow, it looked cool. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
So yeah, that campaign's going on. That's pretty much all.
Scroll up, man. It's under Greyhawk Mike's last thing. It's right there. Just scroll. It's on his Greyhawkery.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I got going on.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Yep. Next Wednesday, I'm 50-50 because I go into the hospital supposedly that early the next day. We've got to figure it all out. So we'll see about Legends of Lore next week.
50-50.
Yep.
Hey?
50-50. So Anna, what else you got going on?
Well, I'm prepping because I had my 2-hour seminar on Friday and it was great. It was the first seminar I've had that was booked full, and that was actually it was in the Evolve the bar, so it was full. So that was amazing. A lot of awesome questions, and I got to show. So and a lot of people asked weren't you recording it or streaming it? And I thought that, damn, that's difficult, and I didn't have the equipment. So I'm going to, on Friday, on my Twitch channel, on Friday night, you're going to hang on a second, I can show you the link. I'm going to run the seminar again.
Oh, that's smart.
On Friday. So, yep. And the best thing with this seminar this time is that I will run it on my home computer. So I can show you extra stuff if we go on a tangent, because instead of having a laptop with just the slides on it, now I have all the horsepower at home, so to speak. So I'm going to click live stream. Here we go. So post it in there. You got the links. It's 6 p.m. Pacific. So in the evening for about 2 hours, and we can go a little bit longer if there is questions and stuff. So please tune in and ask questions and stuff, and I will show all the slides. About 80 slides. Some of them, half of them I've shown before at previous. They are more kind of basic cartography theory and stuff that usually goes home. And I have to warn you, because when people come to my seminars, half of them are aware of what I'm doing, so they are like, "Ooh, this is cool," whatever. The other half are not aware of it, so they sit shell-shocked and kind of don't know what to do. And when I start talking about projections and stuff, I see that they're kind of zoning out. And
I fall in between there somewhere, Anna.
Oh, okay, yeah. So they just stare at me, so to speak. So yeah. Okay, that's awesome, Draga here. So yeah, so that will be on Friday. Hopefully Linda will be on as well. We'll see, and so we can babble a bit and have some stuff. So there will be some things there that I don't think you've seen before. So, and that might be a thing or two new. And I will talk a little bit more about hawktails on Friday, because we didn't get to that much at the seminar, because at the convention people were interested in fantasy cartography. They were not signed up to hear about me talking about rules or anything, but we can talk a little bit more about that on Friday, because I think that is something, because I got a lot of questions during the convention by a lot of other people about hawktails and the rules. So I will talk a bit more about that too. So yeah.
Awesome. Alrighty, I was about I'm doing something for Will real quick here. Give me 10 seconds here, and I'm multitasking it way too much like usual, but I think I can get this done before 1 second here. Set 5. Will.
So
yep,
next Wednesday's 50-50, and then the Wednesday after that is
yeah,
out.
Yeah, probably with my situation and my WHD. There you go. Well, all right, found it. All right, cool. All right, got that done. Okay. So tomorrow, if I don't have COVID and I'm functioning tomorrow, we're gonna, or I don't have the flu, and it's just I'm run down. We'll play this tomorrow night. If not, this may not go off. All right, let's just find it. We'll find out. And because I don't want to have my friends here if I'm ill, so we'll find that out tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, I'll it'll be on the front page. It'll be on my bar. Below if we're delaying it or not. So that's Thursday. Well, Greg, thank you. That was very kind of you. Really appreciate it. We'll keep it going for next year. Yeah, thanks, Chris. I'm still going to be streaming a couple times before that, so hopefully I'll be okay. Saturday, Bones, Coco, Korg, Witch, Star, and we may have a fifth playing in this game. Decisions. Like our low level, 4th and 5th level, so some new players. Get them acclimated to D&D, and that will be Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Here comes Mike Disney in. Hey, Mike, we're just winding down here. We're gonna raid into Folk and Myth off of this too, so it's good to see you all. Thank you so very much, Mike. And then Sunday night is Fog God Games. Bill Webb, Zach Glazer, in for a really. Oh, now Josh said he's at Lee's house, done, laughing out loud. Yeah, so a little late there, Josh. So, but it's okay, Mike. Thanks, man. We appreciate it always. All right, so Castle Zagging, Ginsburg, signed book by Stephen Chenault and Chuck Cumbo. This is a giveaway today. If you're outside of the continental United States, I will give you a gift certificate in lieu of. I cannot ship this to like Europe, But that's what we're gonna do, and then we'll raid out into Folk and Myth, and we'll see you all hopefully tomorrow night. if I get a good night's sleep, I'm hoping I'll be okay. So we'll just see. Last call, exclamation point drawing to get in on that. Thank you all for the support. Thank you all for going to GaryCon. Thank you all for the kind words. Thank you for all the people who said nice stuff on just like now. Also, Justinius Greg said it. Scottish Jeff, Alex, Antiquitous, and Eric Mona. I really appreciate the really, and Darling who said it on the stream. Really kind words. Thank you so very much. I'll just keep on doing what I'm doing. We all just keep on doing what we're doing. Keep on growing the community. And we all benefit from it, and it's all a greater place. And look at all the fun we had meeting everyone and playing with everyone last week.
Good meeting everyone.
So, thanks, Gary. I should be okay. I mean, we'll see. I just want to make sure that I'm never changed. Well, I don't know about that, Jeff. We had, it's not all rose garden. So I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. Let's see who the winner is for this. All right, signed a book. Alrighty, I'm going to close this out. If I can find it, here we go. Let's see who the winner is. Winner tonight is Dark Elf Twilight. Congrats.
Cool.
As long as you're on to claim Dark Elf Twilight.
Oh, yes. Yeah, he was on a little while ago.
I think he's still on. Yep, Dark Elf is still on in chat. It is yours. Oh, thanks, Michael. I didn't see Michael that much either. I just there's only so many hours in a day. To see everyone, walking around and doing stuff. It's just tough. It's tough, and we never, yes. And like I said, it's all get together. I know a lot of us will be getting together page, but that's January. We still have Virtual Con coming up, right, in October.
Yeah.
See where my health is. I'll run some other. I'm gonna ask for some special DMs on the channel, special games like I did after GaryCon last year. Gardana, what were we gonna say?
I was going to say, I'm going to Game Hall, and I have a secret convention I'm going to in June. I think it was June or early July.
June's North Texas.
Yep, it's not North Texas.
Really?
It's not North Texas. It's a secret convention I'm going to. Very
Double
special
secret
one.
probation convention.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Mike, thank you. Anna, thank you. And audience, thank you. We'll see you all very
July.
soon.
Thank you, Bash. Yep.
Oh, there you go. So Bash must be going too then. So I almost hit a wrong button. Oh my God. All right. See you all soon. Hopefully I'll be on tomorrow night. If not, understand it's because I'm ill. All right. We'll see you. Bye-bye. Oh, that's great, Will, that you're going to Page. Awesome. I love to hear that. All right, we're going to read the Folk and Myth. Nice, well over 100. Awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you very soon. Thank you. Nice. All right, let me just end this. Thank you very much.